What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today we are at Rainbow Springs State Park in Dunnellon, Florida.
We've done this park in the past, but we've only really just kayaked and got out in the water. So we really wanted to experience a different side of the park that not a lot of people really take the time to come and see.
So we did learn as we came in that starting April 29th, they're going to start doing a reservation system. You'll have to make sure to get reservations ahead of time before you make the drive out here starting April 29th.
So just FYI, make sure that you put in your reservation so you can get in, especially if you're going to be driving quite a distance to get here.
So we're going to start in the gardens area, where there's several waterfalls, an azalea garden.
Ooh, an azalea garden.
And an aviary garden. You know, river overlook. So we'll explore this area first before we go out to the unpaved trails.
So there's three main man-made waterfalls that are located here at Rainbow Springs. So we're going to try to find all three of them. And then also, this park is part of the Great Florida Birding Trail. So we're going to also see if we can capture some birds. We also already saw an owl while we were here.
We already saw a barred owl as we were walking in.
Yeah, so that was exciting. So it looks like a few people are heading out in the water over there. So if you do want to rent kayaks, you would go to that little building over there on the other side of the river. We've actually have been here before, and we've kayaked the river in the past, which was like the only thing that we did the last time we were here. So
well, we walked the Waterfall Trail too.
Yeah, we did walk this like little waterfall trail, but to be honest, I don't really remember much about it. The majority of my memories from the spring are kayaking down the river. I do remember that it wasn't really that expensive of a trip to be able to rent a couple of kayaks from the park itself. It is an out and back kayak, so you do, as far as you kayak down, you have to turn around and come right back. So you will be going against the current on your way back. The beautiful part about Rainbow Springs is that the water is just so incredibly clear. It's probably some of the clearest water that you can find here in Central Florida. Okay, so we just came across our very first waterfall, which is Seminole Falls here. Look at how beautiful this is. It's man-made, but I mean, it's still a beautiful sight.
So these waterfalls are remnants of Rainbow Springs attractions era that were built in 1937, utilizing soil dredged from a nearby phosphate pit.
I believe we're going to be walking by those phosphate pits when we're on the trail, so cool. One waterfall down, two more to go. You can actually see some of the sand boils in the water here, which is really, really cool. I think those are so neat. To be honest, I think the last time we were here,
I think it was like during a drought or something, because I don't remember these going at all.
Yeah, because I think it was just the big one that was going, but I don't remember all of these little waterfalls. We'll have to go back and take a look at the footage and see it, but yeah, I don't remember these other waterfalls.
Yeah, so this Waterfall Trail is only about a mile, and it's paved, but it's like historically paved, so it's not, I wouldn't call it totally wheelchair accessible.
Yeah, it's a bit uneven. Look at all these beautiful waterfalls. Yeah, I don't remember all of these the last time we were here.
Yeah, I think we were in a drought last time we were here, because I definitely don't remember those over there going. And I remember this one going, but that was it.
Yeah.
So pretty though. They are all man-made waterfalls, but if you didn't know any better, they look natural.
They do. They're beautiful. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. Look at that. We have this waterfall section all to ourselves right now, and it's beautiful. I definitely don't remember all of these waterfalls going the last time that we were here.
Either like right after a rain or during a the wet season is probably the best time to check these waterfalls out, but it's definitely a unique thing about Rainbow Springs is that it has these waterfalls that you won't see anywhere else in Florida.
Even if you're just coming here to swim, it's worth walking over here to come and see them because it's a great little spot, even if you just want to come and take a few photos. Rainbow Springs actually used to have a ton of attractions here in addition to just the beauty of the natural springs. So they actually had like an old gondola and a monorail, as well as, of course, glass bottom boats. One of the like unique factors of the glass bottom boats were that you can actually like step down, and it was almost kind of like a submarine kind of boat where you can actually like sit under the water. So that was a really cool feature that like a lot of the other glass bottom boats did not have. They also was an old like small little zoo here too. So I think what we're looking at here, these like stone buildings, were maybe some of the old zoo animal exhibits and things that used to be here. So that's kind of cool. As you're walking through the area, you're kind of like walking through like a little bit of history.
This used to be the rodeo barn.
So 1968 to 1974. So in the very back of Rainbow Springs, there are a few trails that you can explore. Trail 2 is marked with yellow arrows, Trail 3 is marked with white arrows, and the blue trail dead ends at the waterfront and is approximately 50 yards from the fork of the trail.
Yeah, so we didn't do these nature trails last time we were here.
We didn't come anywhere close to these nature trails.
We just did the waterfall section and I think the little zoo area.
Yeah.
And then kayaked.
Yep. So we just came across the fork in the trail. We're gonna go left so that we can get all the river views at the end.
Yeah, so left it starts in the forest. There's a little loop around. A little connector trail there if you don't want to do this extra loop here. And then you get some river views and swamp on the way back going this way.
Tufted titmouse is what we just found. Yeah, new bird for me. So we've come across quite a few people on this trail back here. We weren't really expecting a lot of people back here in the woods, but I've actually come across quite a few groups of people. We thought everybody was going to be in the water, you know, but apparently the trails are popular to do as well. I mean, it's probably not as popular to do as the spring, but it is beautiful out here. It's definitely really nice and relaxing and
tons of birds.
There's definitely tons of birds. We just got out to a more open area of the trail here. Definitely recommend just wearing a hat or something while you're back here. Just
you should put mine on. He's got his hat, but he's not wearing it. Gonna get sunburned.
Yeah, you know he's gonna get sunburned if he doesn't wear it. So remember to wear your hat while you're back here, because there's a few areas that just don't have as much shade. So we just came across another fork in the road. So we're gonna be following this white trail that goes this way.
Turning on to the white trail.
If you're gonna be following the yellow trail, you go that way. We're gonna take the longer hike today. Say that again?
I said, I feel like this would be a good area to see deer or bears if they existed. But of course, everyone knows that it's all a myth.
Like Bigfoot?
Yeah.
We definitely have to make sure that Noah sees a bear out in the wild at some point of time, because he has now concluded that bears do not exist.
Going left is the bigger loop. Going right kind of cuts across, so it's a smaller loop. We've only gone 1 mile so far. In 52 minutes, we're taking our sweet time.
Well, we were capturing birds, okay?
Something big?
I think it was a turkey.
Ooh, let's go catch him.
It looks like a turkey.
A turkey?
Yeah. I just saw what I think was a turkey cross the trail ahead of us. We just made it to the spot where I'm pretty sure like it crossed the trail, and I don't see it anywhere. I Oh, that was just a pine wobbler. Are we lost?
No, there's just no trail markers, but it looks like we turn here.
Oh.
So yeah, that stretch of land or stretch of trail in the very back goes right along people's properties. So now we're turning back into the woods.
Yeah.
Hopefully it gets a little more remote again.
Yeah, for a minute there, we were just walking against people's backyards and felt a little awkward, but thankfully nobody was out enjoying their backyard today. Looks like there's a little bit of elevation here.
Yep. Slight hill.
Slight hill.
Okay, we just made it to the top of the hill.
Yep.
There's a bench waiting for you here.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
this bench gets plenty of use.
That's a nice sight right there.
So we've gone 2.7 miles so far. Looks like maybe a half mile or so till we get to the river. Yeah, I'm feeling it. It's a nice day out, but whew, something about this hike is wearing me down.
Yeah, we had family down and we were doing theme park stuff and that wears you down, so we didn't really get a proper rest. So this area, the trail, is a bit hilly. You can get a little bit of elevation challenge while you're back here. Whew. Yeah, I don't know what it is about this trail today, but we've only gone a little less than 3 miles and it feels like we've done 5 miles. I'm ready to go take a nap.
So we should be coming up to the river Overlook soon.
Ooh.
A little spur that goes off the trail. This should be a little observation area.
Nice. Oh, I do see paddlers out on the river. Oh yeah, look at that.
Doesn't look like you can see much from this one. Whew. Yep, so this is the Overlook. I just wish you could see a little more of the river.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
might be able to see more at the other one, but there's people over there hanging out, so.
Yeah, we didn't want it to disturb them. They look like they're having a good time, so this is the view we get. We did want to mention, I forgot to mention earlier, that tubing season just started. So starting in April, you're able to tube down the Rainbow River. So you can start, I think, close to the spring head or like at the spring head, and you just tube. Oh wait, go ahead.
Yeah, there's a separate tubing entrance that's not at the headsprings.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to do tubing, you have to go to the separate tubing entrance. That's where you'll rent your tube, or if you already have a tube, you still need to pay for the shuttle. And then they take you down 2 miles and you float back. It says that it takes about 2 hours to complete the 2 miles. So yeah, that's how you do it.
Nice. So did they head out? Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, there's a couple of paddlers here hanging out.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so this is a little better view of the river. So there is no swimming or wading in this area.
But you can at least be able to see like how pretty and clear the water is from over here. So you get a beautiful view of the river, which is gorgeous. So I do remember how difficult it was paddling back up this river because it was so nice like floating down the river, but then like as far as you kayaked down, you had to like kayak back.
That's one reason why we didn't want to do it today, is because even though it's a nice gentle float down, then you have to turn around and paddle upstream, and oh man, does that a workout. I was not feeling up for that today.
All right, so I guess we should head back, huh?
Let's continue on.
You know, I'm a little disappointed. I thought we would be able to see more of the river while we were over here. I was thinking we'll have like these splendid river views, but you don't really get a chance to see any of it from here.
I'm just at the Overlook.
Yeah, so I'm just at the Overlook. So we're now, making our way back, and whew, that spring water is sounding really, really good right now. I can't wait to jump in. that open area lasted for quite a bit of the trail. So if you're coming here during the summer and you're hoping that the trail is under the trees, it's not. So once you get past that forested area, you're probably in the open prairie section for, oh gosh, what would you say, like 2 miles of the trail?
Yeah, there's the pine forest section where there's a bunch of pine trees. It's still not very shaded, but
No.
and then there's like wide open prairie after that where it's just like saw palmettos.
Yep.
You don't get any shade at all.
Yeah, and then you do like hit a little shaded area once you get to the Overlook, but it doesn't last very long. Look at that. What happened here?
Don't trust that tree one bit.
Wouldn't walk under that.
Nope.
Wow, what is this? Is this like a sinkhole?
I guess so.
Oh.
Yep. Big ol' hole.
Yep. Look at this. This is like the top of the waterfall up here. This is pretty.
I wonder what feeds it. Is it another spring?
Looks like it.
Yeah, you can see the spring head over there.
Yeah.
And so this is the top of the other waterfall. The first one.
Nice.
So is this a separate spring that feeds this one?
I guess so. Yeah, this is beautiful.
I am tired.
Me too.
I go right to sleep right now.
Yeah, my legs are aching today. My legs are feeling it today.
So we went 4.5 miles in 2 hours and 18 minutes. So,
Not bad. Grab something to eat.
pizza.
We got some pizza from the cafe here.
We earned
with
it.
This beautiful view
Yeah.
of the spring. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Look at this cheese pizza.
Cheese pizza. Don't mind if I do. We earned this pizza.
I know, we sure did. Yeah, that's a pretty good sized pizza for $10. Not bad. Oh yeah, that's a 5-mile pizza right there. All right, y'all, we are back in the Jeep.
It's been a long day. We're tired.
Just being out in the sun just is really, really draining on you. So those 2 miles that we were walking in the open prairie section of it was a tough
It
section.
was draining, yeah. Yeah, the most interesting parts were definitely, the waterfall area and then the forested area. That's where we saw the most birds and stuff. And once you get into the open prairie, it's not as much to see out there. We didn't see as much wildlife, and then we didn't get as many water views as we thought we would get. We had fun, but we've had better hikes.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun. I definitely feel like the forested area is worth like walking through, like where the waterfalls are, and then you can walk about maybe like a half mile further into like the forested area. But I mean, I recommend maybe like just hitting just that open prairie section and just turning around and walking back, you saw like a bunch of like deer prints on the trail while we were walking back there, but we didn't really see any other wildlife. I got a sight of like, I think was a turkey like crossing the trail, but I couldn't get the camera on like fast enough to be able to capture it. But yeah, I thought that once we got to the river section of it, that you would get more like river views and you'd actually get to see the water like as you were just walking by on that side of the trail. But other than that overlook section, you really just didn't see much of the water at all.
And even that was a little underwhelming.
We saw a family like walking back there and they're like, we heard it was an overlook, and we're like, yeah, there is an overlook, but
don't get your hopes up too high.
I know, and they were walking back there with all their stuff and everything, and I was like, I hope they don't get disappointed.
So how was the spring?
But I did end up taking a dip in the water like whenever we got back, and that was so nice and refreshing. I did, however, forget a towel.
Yeah, so you're getting the seat all wet.
Yeah, so I'm soaking the seat as we speak because I am soaking wet. Noah did like have like an extra shirt because he was gonna go swimming too, but he is too tired and he was like, have fun.
I'll watch the stuff.
I know. So he sat and watched all the things while I took a dip. It is just really, really nice and refreshing, and the water is just so beautiful.
Did you see any fish or anything?
I did. So I did see like a few fish, and then I saw a couple of areas where I think they were the spring head. So there was like a little smaller like little section that I was like, that could be a spring head, I'm not quite sure. And then there was a bigger section that I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely a spring head. So there is at least like 2 spring heads in that swimming area section, but it is pretty deep. Like there's a few like little areas where the rocks come up a little bit higher, where if you're taller you could kind of like step on the top of those rocks, but they're very far and in between. So the rest of the spring, I mean, even all the way up to the steps, I would say is probably maybe like 6 to like 8 feet deep. So
well, I think it said on the website that the average depth in the swimming area was 10 to 15.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like,
yeah, I believe that. Like there really isn't like a lot of places to rest if you're not like a really strong swimmer. So I highly recommend like bringing a noodle or something just in case, just so that you can, you know, just relax and take a breather, because it is a really large swimming area.
The average depth of the natural swimming area is between 10 to 18 feet deep.
Oh wow, yeah.
Average temperature is 72 degrees year round.
So nice, yeah.
And all inflatables are not allowed, so you can only have your life preserver and noodle.
Oh wow. So I'm glad that we brought a noodle then. But yeah, I mean, it's the spring is absolutely beautiful. The water is just so crystal clear. It's just an incredible experience if you haven't had the opportunity to like swim in any of our natural springs here in Florida.
And they have a little concession stand that you can get some snacks like pizza or burger, and it overlooks the spring area, and it's just absolutely beautiful. So if you're hungry, grab a bite to eat there and enjoy the view.
But if you enjoyed this video, we hope you did. Definitely make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you would love to see more of our adventures in the future. And then as always,
make sure to check out our second channel called The Q Life. That's where we put all of our theme park content. All of our Disney, Universal, SeaWorld stuff will be over there. We're almost at 1,000. Help us get to 1,000. Go over there and check it out.
Also, huge shout out to our channel members. You guys help keep this channel going, and we couldn't be more thankful for you. So if you would love to support what we do here and get exclusive emotes, early access to our videos, and more, make sure to click the link in the video description for more details. If you would love to see a few more incredible springs here in Central Florida, then you're gonna have to check out this video that just popped up on the screen. We'll see you over there. Bye.
Bye. I need a nap.
I know, me too. Let's go home and just go crash.